Hello students. Today we are going to start our new lesson. In 30th lesson we already seen about the what is meant by types of angles and also transversal, how it is formed and how many angles are formed by using the transversal. Okay, so today we are going to start the lesson number 14th, that is properties of parallel lines and transversal. So how it is formed transversal? If a line intersects um, by any two parallel lines. Now we take here parallel lines, line L and line P. That two parallel lines cut by a line which is said to be here line N, and that line N is said to be transversal. In two distinct points we take is here point A and here point B. It means that N is said to be transversal, and then this transversal cut by two parallel lines into two distinct points, intersect two distinct points, which is here point A and point B. Then then some angles are formed. So if a line intersects two or more coplanar line, what is meant by coplanar? Coplanar, it means line L and line P which are in the same plane or which are lying in a same plane, and in distant point it is called the transversal of that given lines. It means that line N intersect two parallel lines, line P and line Q, in distinct point A and point B. So that's why N is said to be transversal. Okay, I'm sure you all understood that definition of the transversal. And then after then this transversal cut by two parallel lines, then some angles are formed. We take here first of all, okay, interior angles, and second one is the corresponding angles. And third one, that is the alternate angles. That three types of angles are formed after transversal cut by two parallel lines, and also two parallel lines cut by this transversal. Then that three types of angles are formed. Okay. Okay. First of all, we will see here how to form the interior angles. Look at here. We draw here two parallel lines which are the line L and here line M. Okay. How we can see here line L and line M are parallel because of if you extend that two lines from both direction, then you get distance between that two lines is the same. It means that if any two lines are not intersect to each other, then that two lines are said to be parallel. It means that two lines are in the same distance if you extend from both directions. Okay, so that two parallel lines we draw here again, line L and which is here line M. Okay, and now transversal N is cut by that two parallel lines at distinct points which we have taken here, point A and point B, suppose. Okay, so how to form the interior angles? Interior it means portion between two parallel lines. A portion becomes in the part of two parallel lines. It means that way. So we give here angles 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now angle 1, angle 1 and angle 4. Interior angles you get angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. So we write here interior angles are, we get angle 1, angle 4, angle 2 and angle 3. But if two parallel lines cut by a transversal, then angles in the angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. It means interior angles on the same side of the transversals are supplementary. Supplementary, what is meant by supplementary? Sum of two angles is always 180 degrees. Then that two angles are said to be supplementary angles. And interior angles having the pair of two angles. It means that interior angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 4 and angle 3. But if two parallel lines cut by a transversal, then interior angles on the same side of the transversal, it means that one. And also this one. It means transversal having always the two sides. जिस साइड से आपको वहां पे ट्रांसवर्सल दी होगी वहां पे आपको कंसीडर करना पड़ेगा. अगर ये साइड आप कंसीडर करते हो तो एंगल 1 and angle 4 becomes interior angles, and also that sum is a supplementary. That angles are the supplementary. It means that angle 1 plus angle 4 is equals to 180 degree. And same for the angle 2 and angle 3. That two angles are on the same side of this transversal. So that's why its sum is a 180 degree. So for exterior angle also आप उसके लिए भी आप देख सकते हो. वैसे यहाँ पे क्या है exterior angles, that means angle suppose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can take here for the exterior angles angle 5, angle 8, angle 6 and angle 7. So angle 5 plus angle 8 its sum is a 180 degree. And also for this one angle 6 plus angle 7 its sum is also 180 degree. Why? I will give the reason. Look at here. ये जो एंगल आपको लग रहा है क्या है? Obtuse. और ये जो एंगल क्या है वो क्या है? This one acute. Obtuse plus acute, which is equals to 180 degree. It means that one obtuse angle and one acute angle की सम कभी भी 180 डिग्री रहती है. इसलिए आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे obtuse एंगल दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे acute एंगल दिख रहा है, तो इसकी सम क्या है 180. ये है उसका रीजन. एंड यू कैन सी हियर आल्सो, अगर यहाँ पे obtuse है तो यहाँ पे क्या है acute और यहाँ पे क्या है obtuse. यू कैन सी दोनों की सम, इसलिए 180 डिग्री. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी विल सी as the property for the interior angles, if parallel lines are intersect by a transversal, the angles on the same side of this transversal are always a supplementary. It means that sum of interior angles is always a 180 degree, which are on the same side of the transversal for exterior and for interior, for both sides. Okay, I hope so you all understood that concept about the interior angles, how to form, how to get, and which property we use here for the parallel lines and transversal. Okay. And next type, that is the alternate angles. If two parallel lines, line L and here line M, intersect by a transversal, then alternate angles are formed. But here alternate angles you get always in the interior portion. We give suppose numbers for the interior angles, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. If two parallel lines intersect by a transversal in two distinct points, point A and point B, then alternate angles, pair of alternate angles are formed. And that pair of alternate angles are congruent also. So alternate angles you get always in the interior portion between that two parallel lines. It means that angle 1, angle 3, angle 2 अल्टरनेटिवली एक के बाद एक, इसीलिए यहाँ पे एंगल 1 सेम साइड के रहेंगे या फिर एंगल 1 के लिए एंगल 2 भी आप नहीं ले सकते हो. ओके, एंगल 1, एंगल 3, एंगल 2 and angle 4, that two pairs are formed of alternate angles and also that are the congruent to each other. It means that angle 1 equals to angle 3, angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. That are the two pairs are form. And also you can see here for identifying the alternate angle in any figure, then you have to get the symbol of Z, and that are the alternate angles. Also as like this, ये भी ऐसा और ये भी ऐसा. तो alternate angles आपको कैसे मिलेंगे? यहाँ पे ऐसे. Okay. So I also you all understood that concept of alternate angles, how to get. And okay, same here को interior angles भी हम बोल सकते हैं यहाँ पे, या allied angles also. Exterior alternate angles we can say in general. So suppose that I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. So angle 5 is congruent to angle, you can see here, angle 7. And angle 6 is congruent to angle 8. For allied angle also, you can see angle 6 is congruent to angle 8. So, but in general हम ये नहीं लेते हैं. Interior angles, alternate angles, you get angles in the interior portion also. So that's why only that two pairs are formed in interior portion, that are the alternate angles, and there are congruent if parallel lines are intersected by transversal in two distinct points. Okay, and that are the two symbols for identifying the alternate angles in any diagram. Okay, so that and all that. Okay, next type, that is the corresponding angles. How to form corresponding angles? Look at here. If two parallel lines, line here and here, line here, intersect by a transversal here in the two distinct points, point A, point B, then corresponding angles are formed. But how to get corresponding angles? Corresponding angle you get always same side of the transversal and also same side on the parallel line. Same side अगर देखी जाए तो ये आ जाएगी, and also this one. So we give first of all numbers for denoting the angles: angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this is the 5. Now same side of the transversal and also on the parallel, same side on the parallel lines. It means that अगर same side अगर देखी जाए तो यहाँ पे क्या आएंगे? angle 1, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 8. Okay, ये आ जाते हैं same side में. So what are the corresponding angles? So इसमें से identify कैसे करेंगे corresponding angle कौन से हैं? So look at here. ये तो हो गए same side of the same side of the transversals. Angles of the same side of the transversals, that are 4 angles you get. Okay, and now same side on the parallel lines. It means that if you find out the corresponding angles, then you have to take angles which is on the same side of the parallel line. It means that look at here. अगर parallel line की above side है तो other parallel line की भी ऊपर जो भी above है वही आपको angle consider करना पड़ेगा. It means that angle 1, angle 5, which is the first pair you get of the corresponding angles. And what about the another pair? So below the parallel line, it means that angle 4, angle 8, which is the another pair of the same side of the transversal. It means that you get that two pairs of corresponding angles. Now what about the another side or of the transversal? That are angle 2, angle here, what you get? Angle 3, angle 6 and angle 7. That angle 2, angle 3, angle 6 and angle 7 are of the same side of the transversal. What about the again corresponding angles? Corresponding angles you get always same side of the on the parallel line also. So above the parallel line, which is the angle 2 here and here also 6. It means that angle 2 and angle 6 are the congruent to each other. And next pair, that is angle 3 and angle 7. It means that below the parallel lines. So that another pair also you get for the corresponding angles, and now that are also 2 pairs, here 2 pairs. So how many pairs you get? 4 pairs you get of corresponding angles if one transversal intersect into this point by 2 parallel lines. Okay, I hope so you all understood corresponding angles. Corresponding angle आइडेंटिफाई करने का डायरेक्टली क्या है, आपके पास सिंबल ये, इट मींस दैट ये. Sorry about that. This one. इसके लिए आ जाएगा ये है यहाँ. Okay, I think you all understood very well by the concept. So you have to go through concept. Then you can find out easily corresponding angles, alternate angles, and also interior angles on the same side of the transversal also. Okay, that are supplementary. So you have to learn that concept. Okay, next point, that is the ratio of the intersects made on a transversal by 3 parallel lines. So we have to first of all draw here 3 parallel lines. Line L, line M, and here line N, which are parallel to each other. So you can write here line N, line L parallel to line M parallel to line. Sorry, we have to write here N, line N. Okay, and now the ratio of the intersects made on a transversal by 3 parallel lines is equal to the ratio of the corresponding intersects made on any other transversal. It means that 3 parallel line intersect by 2 transversal X and another transversal, that is the Y, in 3 distinct points, point A, point B, point C, and also another transversal intersect 3 distinct points, point P, point Q, and point R. Then look at here, the ratio of the intersects. What is meant by intersects? Made on a transversal X. On the transversal, which part we can say that is the intersect? It means that look at here, this transversal X intersect at 3 points A, B, C to this 3 parallel lines. That 3 parallel lines. So look at here, part which is between 2 points is said to be intersect. It means look at here, इस intersect part की वजह से क्या फॉर्म होता है? Ratio. Which ratio? AB upon this BC. Look at here. Again I repeat, ratio of the intersects made on this transversal, which we get here ratio AB upon BC by 3 lines is equal to the ratio of the corresponding intersects PQ and QR made on any other transversal by the same parallel lines. Then ratio you get PQ upon QR. That two ratios are equal. And also this is said to be the this is known as the also properties of intersects made on by 3 parallel lines. Okay, so also you are understood. Intersect का मीनिंग से ध्यान में रखो. The ratio of the intersects made on a transversal पे फॉर्म होता है, बनता है. क्या बनता है? किससे बनता है? रेशियो. किसका रेशियो? इंटरसेप्ट्स का. इंटरसेप्ट्स यानी कि कटा हुआ. एज लाइक जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो कि अगर ट्रांसवर्सल इस पैरेलल लाइन पे ड्रॉ करने के बाद यहाँ पे आपको क्या मिल जाता है? 2 पार्ट्स मिल जाते हैं. पार्ट बिटवीन every 2 parallel lines. First one is AB and another one is a BC. And that then you have to take the ratio of that 2 intersects. Which what we call them? We call them intersect. Ratio of that intersects made on this transversal by that 3 parallel lines, which is here AB upon BC, and for another transversal PQ upon QR, and that are the equal. If 3 parallel lines intersect, 3 parallel lines intersect by 2 another transversals. Okay, intercept is formed, and then ratio of that intercepts is the transversal by parallel line is equal to the, because here is equal to ratio of the corresponding intercepts made on any other transversal by this same parallel lines. It means that AB upon BC and PQ upon QR. So कभी कभी एग्जाम में क्या दिया जाता है, इसमें किसी एक की लेंथ नहीं दी जाती है, आपको एलाइन करके रखना होगा, वहां पे आपको क्या करना है, फाइंड आउट करना रहता है. So एग्जाम्पल में जब आपका आएगा वो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा हाउ टू फाइंड आउट. ओके, the length of part of intercepts which is not given in that question. So learn that. So I hope so you all understood very well. Okay, revise that all properties of parallel lines and also transversal.